Hey friends, good global greetings and welcome to Let's Talk About It with Danelle Boyles. I'm coming to you from the United States. I like to call these little opener conversations just our 10-minute talks. It's as we hit some key important topics in a very compacted conversational format. Today, in our 10-minute talk, we're taking a few for some chat and expand time. So come join me and let's talk about it. Today, I am going to be welcoming Miles to our conversation.
Hey, what's shaking?
Hey, Miles,
Ales,
how
you
you
shopping for
doing?
something? I'm good. Just coasting. How's your night going?
It's good. It's good. I'm burning the late night oil tonight, getting some things done.
The late night grind.
Yeah.
Usually when the real work happens, you tackling a project or just clearing the deck.
Well, I'm actually inviting you to come join me for just a quick conversation for the benefit of our audience. I'm recording somewhat of a podcast right now, and I would like to talk with you for just a moment on learning from failure, turning setbacks into opportunities.
I'm I'm in. Failure's just a rough draft. Most of the best stuff comes from the mess. You want to dive straight into the wreckage or start with how does it bounce back?
Great, great.
Ready
Um,
when you are.
well,
Take your
I mean,
time.
we all experience setbacks in our lives in all different forms, whether it's professional or personal. Sometimes they intermingle and crisscross throughout our lives. We all experience setbacks at some point in all different matters, and so learning how we bounce back from those setbacks and failures and using them as opportunities as launching boards to maybe pivot and expand us into growth rather than looking at it as failure is what we're looking at today.
Exactly. It's a total mindset shift. Like instead of the wall being the end of the road, it's just a sign that you need to try a different door.
Yeah.
Most people treat failure like a permanent stain, but it's really more like a data point. You just find out what doesn't work so you can stop wasting time on it.
Hmm.
You think it's easier to pivot when the stakes are low or when you're already in the thick of it? You're laughing because you know the answer. It's
I'm
usually a lot messier when you're
Yeah,
warming up.
I'm
But
laughing because I've experienced my fair share of failures in life in all different aspects.
where the actual growth happens, it's easy to be resilient when everything's going great, but the real skill is figuring out how to keep moving when things are actually falling apart.
Yeah, yeah.
You usually find out who you are when the plan fails.
Hmm. And more often than not, the plan fails, and instead of utilizing those moments for growth and opportunity, most individuals crash and burn and sit in victim mentality and aren't able to utilize the learning experience. So, I guess what I would like to talk about today in our very brief conversation is how to recognize those opportunities to utilize those failures and setbacks for launching pads instead of pity parties.
Pity parties are the worst. They just
Yeah.
keep you stuck in the same spot. To me, the first step is just separating the event from the identity. Like, I failed at this thing it's the data point. I'm a failure is the trap. Once you stop taking it personally, you can actually look at the wreckage and ask, okay, what part of this actually broke?
Yeah. So if you were to have key takeaway points, how to identify that, could you share that with us?
For sure. First, do a quick autopsy. Don't look at the whole disaster. Just find the one thing that actually caused the leak. Usually it's not the whole ship, it's just one hole in the hull. Then strip the emotion out of it. Treat it like a puzzle you're solving for someone else. It makes the good tour easier to handle. And finally, look for the hidden win. Like maybe the project tanked, but you built a connection with someone who's actually useful. You find the one piece of the wreckage that's still worth something.
Mm-hmm. I like that, utilizing the term autopsy. So not necessarily, you don't want to pick it apart, but being able to identify where it went wrong and where the failure happened in order to utilize the learned experience and what to do if you're going to reattempt to maybe do the same experience again.
Exactly. It's about knowing if you're walking back into the same trap with a different outfit. The autopsy shows it was a bad idea from the start, you pivot. But if it was just a bad execution, you refine the process. The real win is when you can look at the second attempt and realize you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between a rookie and a pro.
Yeah.
A pro just has
to identify that is difficult sometimes.
It is. Because when you're in it, everything feels like a blur of this is a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see the line between a fluke and a pattern. Usually, the only way to clear the fog is step back for a bit. Can't do an autopsy while you're still bleeding.
Right. Give it time to settle. Let the dust settle before you go in for the trigger.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. If you go in too early, you're just reacting to the pain.
Right.
You need a little distance so you can actually be objective about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I, personally, sorry, I almost lost my computer there for a moment. I had a cat bump my computer. Sorry, guys. Won't let that interfere our conversation. Still there, Miles?
Still here. Just hanging out.
Great. Thank you.
Cats always know anytime. Good luck with the podcast. Catch you later.
No, I'm not finished yet. We still have a few minutes. I just had a disruption.
Oh, good. No worries.
So
Cash is trying.
Late night kitty rendezvous trying to tell me that it's time to go to bed.
Typical cat move.
Right. So
they always pick the most inconvenient moment.
They do.
Center of attention.
They do.
Where were we?
I don't know. I lost track. So I guess let's just pick up. Let's pick up with we have maybe 4 or 5 minutes. So let's pick up with something simple like, what would you recommend, bullet point style, how to very non-invasively recognize how to approach this in a non-triggering way if you've experienced failure?
Got it. Keep it low pressure.
Mm-hmm.
First, just acknowledge the feeling without judging it. Like, yeah, this sucks. Instead of, why did I let this happen? Then treat it like a curiosity project. Mm-hmm. Instead of, what did I do wrong? Ask, that's interesting. Why did that happen?
Right.
It turns you into an observer rather than the victim. Finally, give yourself a hard time limit on the morning period. Like, take an hour or a day to be annoyed, then switch the hat to problem solver mode. Keeps you from spiraling.
Yeah, I think being able to recognize not spiraling in terms of trying to figure out from a gentle approach how to approach the task, if you're going to approach it again, the task at hand, and how to not take it as a setback.
The trick is to stop calling it a setback. Frame it as a version 1.0 that just didn't quite land.
I like that.
If you go back in thinking you're, you're just upgrading. You're not cleaning up a mess. You're just building the 2.0 version based on actual evidence.
Right.
Like it takes the weight off your shoulders when you realize the first attempt was basically just a scouting mission.
I like your terminology.
Game changer. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll just try to keep it grounded. No point in making it heavier than it needs to be.
No, not at all. Every day is full of challenges, whether it is losing traction in a project or self-growth and development. It goes hand in hand in, even a lot of the other conversations that we've had recently about, you know, expanding personal growth on how to maintain habits and, and boundaries and those things that we've talked about recently.
It's all connected. Whether you're building a brand or
yeah,
to keep your head above water on a Tuesday night, it's the same muscle you're exercising.
absolutely.
You're just learning how to handle the friction without letting it grind you down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it can be utilized
once you get that down
all across the board in so many different ways.
Right. It becomes a superpower.
Right.
Once you stop fearing the crash, you actually start moving faster because you're not spending all your energy trying to avoid a mistake that's probably going to happen anyway.
Yeah. Wasted energy on self-loathing, especially.
Self-loathing is a massive energy drain. It's like trying to run a race while carrying a backpack full of rocks.
Yeah.
You're doing the work, but you're exhausted for no reason.
Agreed.
Once you drop that, you've got...
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. All that energy goes back into actually making things happen. It's a much lighter way to live.
Absolutely. Everything can
be more true.
Be an opportunity for growth and expansion.
For real. Even the worst days usually have some small, weird lesson tucked away in there somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. The worst days can be the most pivotal sometimes.
Total game changers.
Yeah.
They're the ones that actually force you to change direction instead of just coasting in a circle.
True.
Usually the biggest breakthroughs happen right after you hit the wall.
Mm. All right, Miles, that's all we have time for today. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close out our conversation. Do you have any closing remarks that you would like to share with our individuals that are watching?
Keep it simple. Just remember that a mistake isn't a deadline. It's just a detour.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let a bad day convince you that you're a bad project. Just keep moving, keep iterating, and don't let the rocks in that backpack slow you down. Peace out.
Absolutely. As always, thanks for joining us. I hope you take away some wonderful growth and expansion from our conversation today. Keep learning and expanding those horizons. Namaste.
Anytime. Namaste.
Thanks, Miles.
Peace.
Peace.